Hey geeks, I'm Trey Guillotine, and today I'm unboxing April's Marvel Collector Core box, which is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Let's see what's inside. As excited as I am for Guardians of the Galaxy 2, my excitement for this box has been through the roof. I've been waiting. I've been constantly checking the updates of the delivery. If it was going to come, it came a day late, but just a day, so I'll let it slide, Marvel Collector Core. Just let's get on the ball next time. I want my boxes on time because I am obsessed with these. But without further ado, let's check out this box. So already, you see Baby Groot on the front of the box. And then the names, you can see Guardians of the Galaxy with Volume 2 on it, which actually looks pretty cool. Already this box seems a little bit bigger than the boxes we usually get, so I'm very excited to see if there's like some kind of larger object inside. Let's see what's it. So let's open it up. So first we got the patch. I'm not going to look at it until I pull it out. Sweet. Okay, this is definitely going on a jacket. So already the patch is Star-Lord, and it does look like they're going with more, obviously since it's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, this is more Guardians of the Galaxy movie than you'd see in the comics. So this is Peter Quill's Star-Lord, played by Chris Pratt. So you've got Star-Lord on the patch. And then we have Zoe Saldana as Gamora. You can see her on the pin, which that's a pretty cool. That actually looks pretty cool. I like the way her hair looks. It's very similar to my own hair. Hers is a little more pink than mine, while mine's turning a little bit pink. But you can see Gamora, Zoe Saldana on the pin, so that's going to be going on my bag. Okay, so already you've seen that the next one is going to be Spider-Man Homecoming, which I had a sneaky suspicion that the next box was going to be for Spider-Man Homecoming. We are getting in the summer. We have 3 Marvel Cinematic movies coming out, with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 coming out in just a couple weeks, then Spider-Man Homecoming. So I have a feeling the one after Spider-Man Homecoming is going to be for Thor Ragnarok. But you can already see that the next box is going to be Spider-Man Homecoming, and then I'm not going to look. I just want to see if this is upside down or not. I think this is upside right. Okay, so already you can see some of the sneak peeks of the items that are in the box. I have not looked at this. I'm not looking at this. So I hope this is upside right. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, it looks like we've got the comic. Oh my god. That is adorable. That is Groot, and that is Baby Groot and Rocket dancing to, I'm guessing, Star-Lord's Awesome Mix, which if you haven't checked out the Awesome Mix Volume 2, I totally suggest you do. It's very groovy. But this is really cool. I'm sorry, this is really just adorable. I mean, I know Rocket and Groot are kick-ass, but this is just very adorable, so I'm looking forward to reading this. And it's for Secret Empire, which I know is one of the big events going on right now in the Marvel Comics. This feels like a big box. What? Okay, this is Adorbs Rides, and it is Star-Lord in the Milano. That looks really cool. Awesome. So I'm definitely going to be adding this to the ships I do have of the Normandy and the TARDIS and the Millennium Falcon. This is Star-Lord in the Milano. This is pretty big. This is pretty cool. On the back, you can see some of the other ones that are in this product line. They have Ego, Mantis, Rocket, Taserface, and Baby Groot. This is awesome. I'm really excited with it. This is really cool. Okay, this is a shirt, and we're gonna have to open this to see all of it. Okay, this is like the entire Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 cast in Funko form on the shirt. So if you can see that, you got, let's see, that's Gamora, Star-Lord. That's okay, I think that's Drax. Then there's Baby Groot. This looks like Yondu, Mantis, and then Rocket. No Nebula? You'd think Nebula would be on this since she seems like a really big part of the movie just from the trailers. But there you have. But I guess she's not really a Guardian. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out in a couple weeks. But this is already a pretty cool shirt. I'm definitely going to be changing into this shirt after this video. Okay, what's next? Okay, looks like there's only one more thing, so that's going to be the Funko. And it is Rocket with Groot. Full disclosure, they kind of announced, the secret kind of got out and was announced what the Funko was going to be, that it was going to be Rocket with Baby Groot. But still, this is really cool. I really like that it's Rocket with little baby Groot. I will be taking it out and showing pictures on Instagram, as well as the social media, so you can check that out. But this is really cool. It's very similar to the Rocket I already have, but this one, instead of, he only has one gun in that one, so in this one he has multiple guns, plus little baby Groot riding on his head. That's really adorable. So I'm doing something a little differently with this unboxing, as I'm adding on kind of a double special feature of something that I kind of want to try to start doing. And it's not so much an unboxing as an unreading or just a reading of something that I get in the mail. I am a subscriber of Game Informer magazine. I get it through being a Game Pro member at GameStop. But this is the April magazine. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to mention some of the articles that are in it, some of the games they mention, some of the things they talk about, maybe give like a brief reading of some of the articles inside of it. But it's something that I would like to start doing, promoting journalism and video game journalism on my own YouTube channel. So already I have no idea what game is on the cover of this. I have no idea what it is. Oh, it's on the back. See, I haven't even looked at this magazine. I didn't even look at the back. But the game is Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. I've not heard of this game before. Alright, the first thing we have when we first open it is for Fire Emblem Shadows of Valentia Echoes. Another game that I have not checked out, so if you have played any of the Fire Emblem games, let me know how you like them. Virtual reality enters Phase 2. So with the platform launches in the rearview mirror, publishers and developers look to dramatically expand the VR game libraries in 2017 by Matt Burtz. They're talking about kind of the next phase of virtual reality games. I've had very little experience myself with virtual reality games. Personally, I don't think I'll be excited about VR until it's like Sword Art Online or Ready Player One VR, where I can just kind of sit in a chair or lay in bed and let my mind do all the work. That's the VR that I want, but I'm pretty sure we're a little ways away from that. The indie games of GDC 2017 by Game Informer staff. So each year, the best and brightest designers in the world gather in San Francisco to examine the state of the industry, learn from each other, and discuss the world of interactive entertainment at the Game Developers Conference. In recent years, it's also become a place where indie game makers showcase their latest work. We saw some amazing games on display during the event, and here are some of our favorites. Alright, so these are all new indie games coming out. Some of these look really cool. Some of these look very, actually kind of old, but that seems to be kind of a retro theme lately of kind of going back to how games used to look. Where the water tastes like wine. This one looks interesting. Oh wow, that's not what I thought it was. Okay, that's apparently a man playing poker with a wolf dressed as a woman. That sounds like something from Red Riding Hood. Okay, they do have an article about For Honor, Horizon Zero Dawn. Both pretty good games, especially Zero Dawn. Quick hits. Good games you can beat in one sitting. Some of the ones they talk about is Res Infinite. Super Hot, which I know is a game that kind of deals with like kind of a variation on bullet time. It looked pretty cool. I haven't had the chance to check it out yet. Monument Valley, Journey, Abzu, Lara Croft Go. What's Lara Croft Go? Oh, I do remember seeing this one. Okay. Oh, and they do have one on Inside, which is another game similar. God, I can't even remember what that game is called now. Limbo. I think it's the same makers of Limbo. Inside, as well as Lara Croft Go, which I'm going to see what this is. The strategic turn-based puzzle concept from the Hitman spin-off comes Tomb Raider. Controlling your character in the Go Series is as easy as flicking your finger across your screen or tilting your analog stick each time you move. The hazards between you and your objective move as well. The boards and hazards all feature elements from the Tomb Raider series, so fans can feel right at home in Laura's new genre. While all three of the entries in the Go series, Deus Ex being the third, are fun, Lara Croft Go is the best, as well as one of the most suited to play through in a single session. Alright, I do know that this is on mobile devices. I know I saw this in the game store, and I just kind of passed over it. So I'm going to have to give this one another look and maybe check it out. Okay, they have an interview here. With great power. Marvel is a hit-making juggernaut, dazzling theatergoers, comic readers, and television binge-watchers alike with heroic and thought-provoking stories. In the years ahead, Marvel Games hopes to console gamers. In the years ahead, Marvel Games hopes console gamers sing the same praises. The studio's executive creative director, Bill Roseman, is at the heart of a new initiative that pairs some of the biggest developers in video games with Marvel's most beloved heroes. We talked to Roseman about the studio's vision and learned what we can expect from the forthcoming Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man, and Avengers game series. So, as you've seen, I've mentioned in past videos, as well as there's promotions for it all over the internet right now. Marvel is coming out with a lot of different games right now. The one that just came out is the first episode of the Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale series, which I'm going to wait for the entire series to come out for me to play that. Then I know there's a Spider-Man game coming from Insomniac Games, who did Sunset Overdrive, which I'm very excited for. And then there's also Square Enix is doing some Avengers games coming out in the future. So Marvel is definitely getting into the video game. So it looks like they're talking with the creative director who's kind of behind all of that and putting all of that together. So that should be an interesting article. Okay, here's looks like the feature article is A Stab in the Dark. Ninja Theory explores the nightmares of the mind in Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice by Ben Reeves. So, like I said, this is a very new game. I've not heard of this, but it does kind of remind me of Horizon Zero Dawn, just the character, not the aesthetic or the kind of mechanical machines, but just the character itself kind of reminds me of Horizon Zero Dawn. But this looks like a very freaky game. Her raft carves through the fog with purpose. She is not an imposing figure. She is neither commanding nor fearsome, and yet she is ready to cut through an army of Viking demons as she journeys to bargain with a god. Her name is Senua, and she is a Celtic warrior with nothing left to lose. The pouch in her belt contains the head of her deceased lover, a physical reminder of the painful task before her as she takes her first steps onto the shores of hell. She knows there is no turning back. After developing big-budget games like Heavenly Sword, Enslaved, Odyssey to the West, and DMC, developer Ninja Theory is doing the unexpected, intentionally trimming its budget to a fraction of what traditional developers need to complete a game. Not quite indie, not quite AAA, Hellblade is a video game oddity. With its release, Ninja Theory hopes to give fans a memorable, narrative-focused experience while proving traditional publishers' go big or go home ethos wrong. So these are the same people who did Enslaved, Odyssey Journey to the West, which was a really great game. As well as Heavenly Sword, and Devil May Cry, but I haven't played those. But I have played Odyssey. But this looks pretty freaky, especially if she's carrying the head of her deceased lover in a pouch on her belt. That's kind of freaky. This also looks like it'll be a very scary game, which means I will probably never play it because I'm a huge wuss. Okay, they do have a quick article about the Middle-earth Shadow of War and the Nemesis system. Monolith doubles down on the Nemesis system. So Middle-earth Shadow of War is definitely a game I'm looking forward to. Shadow of Mordor was really fun, and I'm looking forward to this one. If you've seen any of the videos or any of the gameplay videos about what they've already shown, it looks really cool. I'm very excited to play this game. Also, to go back to Middle-earth, Injustice 2, which is like, it's DC, it's superheroes, but it's basically a fighting game that I just have no real interest in. Speak of the Devil, here's something of Guardians of the Galaxy for Telltale. Guardians of the Galaxy, Telltale changes up its familiar style. Alright, so already you can see some of the screenshots from the Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale game is right here. I'm very excited to play this game. I'm going to be very honest. I'm very excited to play this game, and I kind of wish that they were putting the entire game season out at once instead of in episodes where I have to wait a couple months between each one. That's why I'm waiting for the entire series to come out, just so I can play it all in one go. They do have an article on one of my latest favorite games, is Mass Effect Andromeda adapting to Harsh Frontiers. So it looks like they're talking about, it's been maybe a month or two since Mass Effect Andromeda has come out. So it looks like they're doing just another kind of review now, a couple months in. For me, I'm waiting for I'm very excited to be waiting for more DLC to be coming from Mass Effect, so I can kind of go through that again. Ukulele, that's another game that I've been playing lately, and I actually just put out a review about it. Ukulele. It's a 3D platformer, reviving a classic genre, which absolutely, that's a very good way to describe it. But it's a very fun game. If you should check that out. Okay, so that's just a few of the items that are in April's Game Informer. But I always enjoy reading the articles in here. So check it out. It's one of the few magazines that I still get. It's one of the few magazines. It's actually the only magazine that I still get the hard copy of. But you can also get it digitally. Check out Game Informer. What did you think about April's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 box and April's Game Informer magazine? That's something that I'm going to be trying. So let me know what you think in the comments or on any of the social media. Follow me on all the internets. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it around so other people can join in the conversation. If you want to support more of my future content, you can check out my Patreon and visit templeofgeek.com, your one stop for all things geek. And subscribe to my channel to geek out some more. Thanks for watching and have fun. So Captain America, Thor, Hulk.